Good morning, guys. It is Sunday. The vlogs have officially started back up again, and the reasoning behind that is that I just bought a restoration project Mustang, and as soon as I go meet this guy up the street from where I live, he's going to deliver it, and we'll look it over, and we're going to go from there. Exciting. I'm totally excited. I'm shaking. Well, here we go, guys. Got the car delivered. It was quite a fiasco trying to get it out of the folder, and I'll show you what they did when they did it. I'm kind of disappointed, but it happens. Anyway, here we go. This is a trunk full of parts, and I'll have to go through all this stuff, but he basically gave us a whole bunch of stuff that came with it. I got to go through it and find out what I've got, make a list, make a spreadsheet. But this is the trunk. And the balance, it doesn't look like they reattached it, obviously. It looks brand new though. But yeah, look what they did. That's horrible. And you know, there's a lot of work to be done here, I'll tell you. Obviously. Looks like my mufflers might be retrievable. But I can see a lot of things that are wrong with this car right now. But some original Kragers, I don't know, from the 90s. That, if you guys can see, the car is like really solid. There isn't a whole lot of rust in it. It looks really good. So, and the inside, obviously, it's looking pretty hosed. I don't think those are the original seats either. So, but there's a lot of extra parts in here, and they're worth good money. So we'll see. And kind of a semi-decent emblem. I could be able to clean that up. Paint looks like they did like a two-tone gray. Kind of nice. I don't know if I really like it, but. And bumper, looks like they replaced the eyelids. Some of the other stuff started to work on it. But a really strong motor. That was one thing I was surprised. It was built in 90, rebuilt in 95, I think. I'm going to show you, but I won't show you the VIN. But that's the rebuilt code. Looks like it came from Missoula. All the glass looks really good. All the bezel stuff is still there. Original wipers. Hood is a different story. I'm going to probably end up replacing this. It's got some surface rust on it, obviously. But it may be, I don't know. You can tell and see if this is an original hood. Probably not. I'm not seeing some stuff, but I'd have Greg come down here later and go over it with me. But just kind of got a lean. I noticed this was disconnected. I got some bolts in my box over there I'm going to go through. The other side of the car is pretty good. There's one fender here. It looks like they put some Bondo on it. But might be repairable, retrievable if it is. That is an original. You can always tell by these diamonds. So we'll match the numbers up on that. Original, looks like Mustang pony symbols missing on this side. Feels solid. And here's where the major stuff is. Paint's coming off, but my finger isn't going through it, so that's a good sign. It's just surface rust. I'll have to take a drill and determine whether that's the case, but I don't want to show you that. Not yet, anyway. But it looks like a lot of the original stuff is there. I'll go coat it. Now the floors are a different story, so we're gonna get into that later. They're looking pretty ratty. Not sure what the steering wheel is all about. Took something out of a Mach 1. Do the regulators work? By God, they do. That's a good sign. The really important thing on these cars is the condition of these chrome pieces and the bezels. So they all look really good because these parts are actually handmade. They couldn't, you know, they don't reproduce these, so anything that's repaired has to be done handmade. But it all looks really good. Everything looks clean. Well, not clean in the sense of it's clean, it's filthy, but looks like we got some rust back here. Well, I hope you guys enjoy these videos, because there's going to be a lot of them that are going to be long. I'm not really going to edit them much. But it's looking pretty good. I'm going to go through it now and start pulling out and see what I have. See if I get excited. You never know what you might find in these things. You know, so I'm going to bring a garbage can in here in a box and go to town. So yeah. What else was I going to show you guys? I guess that's it for now. Make sure that this thing's still recording. So yeah, every day I'm going to be, well, every day I'll be doing an update on me on working on the car. Today I'm just going to basically get everything out of it, see what I have, and go from there. Exciting. Well, getting a little further into this, got everything out of the car, the seats out, and of course, as always, there's a hole. Seems like that pan and that pan need to be replaced. It's the rear pans. But the front ones are good. That's what's important. But this is the middle of the car. None of this is rotted out, so that's good. So I'll have to do a floor replacement. But I'll have someone else do that for me, because I don't want to undertake the welding job, and I haven't welded since high school. I'm probably going to go afford to buy one. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Or if you're local, pay a few bucks, pizza and beer. So I don't know how many, here's the other thing, I don't know how many other cars are in these boxes, but I like valve covers, a starter, flywheel, generator, some kind of, this is the front plate, and a whole other 289 small block, 60,000 miles on it. Apparently it had an exhaust leak, but they wanted a new motor. So I got that. Boxes of stuff. I'm not entirely sure what the hell this is. I keep forgetting what this part is. I think it's some kind of, I think it's an underbody piece actually. And then 2 rear bumpers, a front bumper. Probably not reusable, but for driving around it's gonna be fine. Some side panels, some grill stuff, like 2 sets. What do you call this? Bump shield or whatever that goes along the part here. I got a couple of those. I've actually got a new one. And then what else? A bucket of bolts. I got to go through the trunk. The trunk looks really good. I looked in there actually, and it looked pretty clean. I don't know. Then a bucket of bolts. No rust in the wheel wells, which is awesome. I still got to find out what the original color of this car was. I haven't really been able to determine it yet. I think maybe this is primer, I believe, but to be able to tell on the inside, I can't really figure it out. What about? Oh man, that ain't come off. Still don't know. Maybe it was the original color of the car. I don't know. We'll find out. But so far, so good. Nothing really major. A lot of good parts. Oh, corrals. Look at this. I got one full one. That's a really expensive piece to get replaced. And then I look in there and there's this one. Looks like it's bent here. I'm not sure what happened there. And another one. So I got like 3 of those. I think I've got a 4th one laying around here somewhere. Other surprises. A couple of stereos. You know, old 80s stuff. Let's see, what else? Another bucket of parts, mirrors and stuff. Some front end grill stuff. Wait till you see this rear seat. Of course, it's gonna have to be reupholstered too. I could do that. It's pretty easy. You just take these hog rings out. But it looks like something was living in there. I've been washing my hands and wearing a respirator while I've been working on it. Yeah, because it looked like there was a rat living in there or something. But yeah, more to come. And I found these actually in the rear tail, and these were aftermarket. Someone bought them. I actually really like the color. These go let's go back here. So yeah, good to have those. Look like they're originals. Okay, I almost dropped that. That would not be good. So yeah, I definitely got a lot of work ahead of me. I'm gonna finish vacuuming this bitch out. So to make sure that I've got this thing disinfected, I had to take these panels off here. Make sure to vacuum underneath. Take those out. Probably take the headliner out too. And the door panels, those will all come off. I'll have all that stuff done by today. So at least have the car apart and I'll be able to inspect everything. Okay, well I got these out. It looks good. All the original parts are in there. Anyway, now I gotta take out the bezel. I forget what they call this stuff, but it's basically just stripping. I know how to take this stuff out so that I can take out the headliner, because that's going to be nasty too. But yeah, you can get this stuff in rolls. And so, I don't know. What do you guys think? It's almost... Yeah, it's pretty crusty. I just wonder if anything got in there. Yeah, because the most important thing right now is to make this thing basically sanitary. So there was something living in here. Yeah, I don't know. Uh-oh. Yeah, this needs to come out. Looks like there might be some rust in there too. Oh, fun. Time to put the respirator on. We'll see what we got in there. Well, when Terry works fast, he works fast. So, got all the trunk cleaned out and I scrubbed it down with a stainless steel brush. Got the headliner out. Everything looks good. Just surface garbage, really. I did find a little bit of rust up front, but nothing I can't patch. It's not major. A lot of stuff in this thing is original, which is just tripping me out. And I guess this was the original color. It's like a blue silver. Pretty cool. It's actually a nice color. But yeah, everything out. I just need to do the door panels next. And I think I might just show you guys how I do that. What do you think? Yeah? Okay. Alright, so make sure it's turned on, which it is. I'm on my new boom here. Pretty simple, the door panels. Just a couple of screws underneath the handles, kind of long. Get those off. Coming off pretty easy. That's good. How you doing? I'm sweaty and icky and gross right now. I'm just covered in Mustang dust, but I love it. Freaking love it. Okay, so we get that off. And a lot of the replica chrome is gone, so we'll probably replace those. Add those to the list. Now, the next thing is a little more difficult. The window winder, pretty easy to take off. You gotta kind of be careful. Sometimes these things break off. You really shouldn't be smoking while I'm doing this. Let's try not to smoke while I'm working on the car. Yeah. Okay, so we got this one. Some of the older 64s had clips behind them, and you basically have to. That comes off that. It's the window winder. Make sure you get the screws in place. Put my cigarette out. I'm not gonna do that. And here's where we discover whether or not there's a clip behind this. Sometimes there is. I think was it on the 65s? I think it was only the 65s. We'll see if I can pull this off. Whoops. Got the nut. There's that. Does it come off? Hey, it does. Okay, so there isn't any clips, but on the 65s, I believe, there's like a clip deal that kind of has like grooves in it. And you would have to reach behind it with like a screwdriver and pull it out. So there we go. There's that. Now, as far as pulling the door panel out, you just got to be careful. They're just held in with clips. And these, I'm gonna try and save them. I think they're looking Nah, you know what? Probably not. But you just come to the edge and you pull on them. I think there's a total. I don't remember the number, but there you go. So there's the original color of the car. That's awesome. So let's just check the window mechanism. Let's get the window up. And then could use some grease, obviously, but I'll show you how the mechanism on these work later. But now we can take a peek inside. Let's do that now. I'm gonna do this with the iPhone so you guys can see. Okay, I kind of changed my mind. I'm just gonna use my iPhone to look in here, because I'll be able to look just as good as you guys by filming this. So there's that area. Looks good. Let's see. There's a door mech. We'll take a look at that later so I can see it. And then try to go in here. Ah, you shut off on me, you bitch. There we go. How does it look? You're looking in the side of a door of a '66 Mustang coupe. And it looks good. It looks clean. Almost don't have to vacuum them. Let's see. Has this ever been done? Look, the original door coating is there. Some of it's cracked though. Let's see if we can't pull some of that off. No, it's on there pretty good, so I don't have to mess with that. All the original door mechs are there. Some grease. I think the original rollers are there. It looks like some of the felt is there. Let's see, the original Biz Queen, or the original window stuff is there too, so that's awesome. I mean, there's a lot of money here you guys wouldn't realize. Okay, this is the driver's door. And this is more for my own benefit. I'm not trying to double up on the filming. Looks like we got some surface rust in here. Here's where it's going to be really important. We got garbage, but we'll double check here in a bit and see. My phone where I can see. I can't even see what I'm looking at right now, so I'll have to play this back. It's looking good. Looks awesome. Now we're gonna look at the bottom of the door. It's just surface rust, which is good. It's really good. And I'm sure it's the same on the other side. There's the cable rail. Looks good. Oh, looks like I missed some clips. I can pull those out. Well, we're almost getting there. Did the headliner, door panels, rear panels, and then I do the dash. So I take the dash pad off. And Allen wrench. So it looks pretty trashed. It's done. And there's a bezel piece here that I need to take out, which is always a pain in the ass. Or really, like a long screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver generally, is the best way to go. And this new boom, I tell you, is the shit. So anyway, I'm gonna give you guys a view here. And I'll just go through this. Generally, a lot of the times, you have to grab them with your fingernail. I can't really show you, but they're generally like rusted out. You can usually just pull them right off. So you can see I'm working right in here. Put these out. This piece looks like an original too, but there's the wife. Alright, fast forward. Alright, so here's how you deal with finicky screws. Crescent wrench, or a socket wrench with a, I don't know, 3/4 inch, something or other, and a screw attachment. Now, the thing I gotta be careful about is, now that I'm saying I'm probably gonna do it, but you put your hand between the wrench and the window, because that could be disastrous. Okay, I think that's loose now. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing, but this is one that actually wasn't stripped out. I got that one. Yeah, I think that's it. This is always a fun piece to take out, I'll tell you that. So there's that. Now our next thing is take dash out. And it looks like these straight edge screws. So that's going to be fun too. So we'll do that next. Are you guys enjoying this yet? I hope that you are. This is going to be fun. So I got the top part of the bezel off. Yeah, kind of trash. Anyway, the rest of the dash has screws along the bottom here, like I was showing you. And there's 2 bolts, or there's actually 4 bolts total. One right about here, back behind, and back behind here also. And on the very end corners down here, as well as over here. And you have to go behind the dash to get those. So that's what I'm doing now. One of these, it's a 3/8 inch wrench that has a ratcheting end on it. Comes in real handy. So now we need to, obviously, to have your dash removed to really good at this stuff. It's always fun. So just loosen it up. There we go. I'd give you under the shot dash, undershot of the dash, but really no light underneath there. But I had a thought. Okay, it's hand tight. There we go. What do you guys think of a live webcam in the garage while I'm working on the car? Let me know in the comments. Alright, so there you go. There's one. And I got the other one off. I gotta do the ends. And get to this one from here. These are a little more difficult because there is not a whole lot of room, but as long as you can get it loose. See, with this, I think I'm going to go with a socket instead. That way I can come out a little bit farther. Okay, instead I went with a screwdriver type. See if that works. No, I don't think that's going to work either. Fail number 2. Time to get a socket wrench that I can't seem to find. Okay. That didn't seem to work because it's an original dash. It was glued in. You can see how it's peeling up. It's kind of a shame because it was original. I could have just put a dash pad on it. I'm sure a few of you are going to comment about that, but I'm anal. And actually, since this is going to be a restoration, I'm going to, let me go on the other side. Oh yeah, camera's in the way. Move that out of the way. There, you're getting a treat here. Boom action. I'm working with really shitty lighting at the moment, but yeah, like I was saying, this is gonna be a resto mod. I'm just gonna pull this thing out, try to get this glue to separate. Old glue from the 60s that's been baking in the sun for 40 plus years. There we go. Alright. See you later. So, I've seen this done with a few other projects, but this tab, once you take it out, it has a nice rounded piece. So I'm going to remove that, and it's just going to be nice and flat. Kind of a Mustang signature, I know, but I like some of the cleanness of it after you take this and separate it. So, what's next? Whoa, I'm close. Anyway, I got this thing up on jacks now, and I got this jack stands, and I know from what they told me the brakes are bad, and I don't want to drive it. that, checking them. So checked the other one already. It looked like it needed to be spun. And these are drum brakes for those people that don't know. And I'll show you when we get in here. This is a cotter pin that I'm trying to get to uncotter. I think, where does the word cotter come from? Someone look it up. Something like cauterize. But you gotta get it straight so you can pull it through. Grab the eye and kind of pry it off. Straight down on its own. There we go. And there was a cap that was on it, so that's a good place to put that. And there's usually a cover for the nut. A good idea to put a towel down or something, or in case you lose something. So we'll peel that off. And that kind of holds the thing. It's got a key in it, so it fits in the hole. And I'm going to do this big bolt. This is your axle right here. Looks like there's been some work on it done recently, at least the bearings. There's some pretty good grease in there. According to the guy, he said the car hadn't really been worked on since the 90s. So there's that. And then there's a couple of washers. And they're keyed too. They have a slot in the axle where they go in like a specific way. And there should be two. And I've done a few of these before on my other Mustangs. You can check out some of my other videos on my personal channel. I have them. That have my older Mustangs basically completed, but you're getting to see this from the beginning. Alright, this thing's being a butthead. And then of course it slides back. Alright. So, there's one washer. And so this, okay, the whole thing moves, so pull that out. And there's the bearing. See? That's what they call a needle bearing. So we'll put that there and make sure that that's. We'll pull this off. Ooh. Well, yeah. Brakes are shot. The pad just fell off. How's the drum look? Yeah, the drum's scored a little bit. So that, look at all that dust. I hope these aren't asbestos. But yeah, that's a good thing I checked that because it just came off. So that's got to be done. Garbage. Alright, so I don't forget, I'll go ahead and put this bearing back on. I don't lose it. Put like a plastic bag over it later. See how I was talking about how it keys in? Gotta find the key. There it is. So I put that on there. I'm getting all greasy and dirty. And the nut. I'm basically just doing this so I don't lose this stuff. And I'll probably go through these and clean them up, put some solvent on them before I re-grease them and put them back together. But everything looks solid. Put that back on there. And I'll just leave the cover. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to put this thing all the way back on. So that's one thing I need to do this week is get brakes. Probably have the drums spun. That means they need to go in and mill them so that they're correct again. Let's see, can I get this cotter pin back in? There we go. For now. Alright, well that's the brake deal. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, these are going right in the garbage. What's the other one? The other one just come right off too? Yep. My God. Nice. Alright, my fingers are all greasy. I need to stop this. Oh, lunch. I'm going to have a greasy camera by the time I finish these vlogs. I gotta tell you, I'm getting tired. I'm not sure what time it is. But I got up on jacks. I'll show you. On my boom again. So, yeah, this is gonna be fun. Gotta replace all the lines. Some rust underneath there. It's nothing horrible though. But everything looks good. Torque boxes are good. There's no rust there. So yeah. So yeah, that's the next thing I need to do now is do the brakes. And as you guys can see, I'll show you. When they took it off the trailer, look at the header back there. Look at that. It's all bent. Frickin' sucks. Yeah. They had high centered it, getting it off the trailer. So yeah, totally sucks. But if you guys are wondering, I'll have to show you the boom that I made for this that I'm using down here in the garage. But no fancy wizardry here. We're just gonna film as much as we can, and you guys will watch this thing come together. So for today, that's basically it. I'm gonna tinker around a little bit more. And yeah, look forward to tomorrow or the next day, depending on when I edit these things. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to sub. And make any suggestions as far as what do you think the color should be? What should I put on it? What color interior? Anything that I want to do to the motor, and especially if any guys want to like donate anything, I'd be happy to put it on the car. Just let me know. I got to start building our parts list, and yeah, see what I can do. I've got a handful of items I know I need to get, but as far as the full interior, and they're pretty inexpensive, so please support the channel by giving it a like and leaving a comment. And like I said, if you guys want to donate anything you may have, that'd be great. Make the project go along a lot quicker, because coming out of my own pocket takes a long time, but I think this is gonna be a lot of fun. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Wow, God, that was a hell of a long video, 31 minutes. If you made it to the end of this video and you watched the entire thing, just put Mustangs are awesome in the comments. I'd like to see. But yeah, I basically did this video for myself, but if you guys watched all the way through, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm really excited about this, and I hope you guys enjoy this project from beginning to end, and who knows how long it's going to take, but I'll be mixing this in with the vlogs and also posting separate videos once I get a little more time to sit down and edit them, you know, just for the Mustang project. I think I'm going to aim for it. And anyway, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.